right, we're getting some breaking news coming in from Jammu and Kashmir. Mehbooba Mufti of the PDP has again defended the terrorist who killed 2 migrant laborers. Mufti has called the terrorist an 18 saal ka bachcha who was killed in police custody. That is what PDP's Mehbooba Mufti had to say. Let's also listen in to what the former Jammu and Kashmir CM had to say.
एक्यूज था, उस पे अभी मुजरिम नहीं था, वो सिर्फ मुल्जिम था। तो वो कैसे मारा गया कस्टडी के अंदर, पुलिस के होते हुए, सिक्योरिटी के होते हुए? ऐसा बच्चा जो 18-19 साल के बच्चे को कस्टडी में जाके इस तरह से वो मार दिया गया, तो महबूबा मुफ्ती क्या चीज़ है? महबूबा मुफ्ती को मकान ही छोड़ना है ना। मुझे बहुत अफसोस है मीडिया के जो लोग हैं जो इस पे अपना वक्त ज़ाया करते हैं बजाय इसके कि जो संजीदा हमारे मसले मसाइल हैं।
All right, for more details, let's quickly go across to Tejinder, who's joining me on the phone line. Tejinder, it's important to put into perspective how deeply problematic is the statement coming from Mehbooba Mufti, because not only is she defending the 18-year-old terrorist, but she's also supporting hybrid militancy in the valley.
Indeed, it's a shocking statement from the former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir and the PDP Chief Mehbooba Mufti, calling a hybrid terrorist who was involved in killing 2 innocent migrant laborers in the Shopian district of South Kashmir just a couple of days ago. He was arrested by the security forces and he confessed of throwing hand grenade inside the makeshift apartment of the migrant laborers, in which 2 migrant laborers from UP, they were killed. But today, Mehbooba Mufti not only defended the terrorist, but also called him 18-19 saal ka bachcha. So it clearly shows the mindset of Mehbooba Mufti, how she has been defending the terrorist. If you remember when Burhan Wani, the dreaded Hizbul Mujahideen terrorist, was gunned down by the security forces in 2016, Mehbooba Mufti, who was the chief minister at that time, had said that she would have not asked the security forces to carry out the operation had she known that Burhan Wani was trapped in that encounter. So clearly, it seems that Mehbooba Mufti is trying to play politics over the issue. Though a couple of days ago, she had said that there should be a judicial inquiry into the killing of this hybrid terrorist, but today calling him as a 18-19 saal ka bachcha, it's a bizarre statement, and we do think that reactions from various political parties would definitely pour in condemning Mehbooba Mufti's this statement.
Tejinder, what do you make of the timing of such a disturbing and shocking statement, considering just a week ago we saw a heinous killing of yet another Kashmiri Pandit? These targeted killings have been continuing in the valley, not to forget the recent of the migrant laborers as well, at a time when not just the migrant laborers but even the Kashmiri Pandits have been demanding relocation, greater protection and apparatus of security arrangements. How do you view this statement?
Akanksha, you see, these Kashmir-based politicians, these former chief ministers, they are habitual of making such statements which would create controversy. If you remember just a couple of days ago when the Kashmiri Pandit Puran Krishan Bhatt was gunned down at his residence in the Chaudhry Gund area of Shopian, the former Chief Minister Farooq Abdullah, who is also the patron of National Conference, had also made a bizarre statement saying that until and unless you don't do justice, the target killings in Kashmir won't stop. And now this statement coming from Mehbooba Mufti, wherein she is defending a terrorist responsible for the killing of 2 innocent migrant laborers who had come to Kashmir Valley to earn their livelihood. They were killed, and this terrorist who was arrested, this hybrid terrorist who was arrested by the security forces, had confessed that he was the one who threw the grenade on the instructions of an active LET terrorist. Though the security forces had taken him to identify the location and to help security forces trap that LET terrorist, and in the crossfire, he was hit by a bullet fired by the terrorist and he succumbed to his injuries while he was being shifted to the hospital. But now Mehbooba Mufti calling him an 18-19 saal ka bachcha clearly shows the mindset. This is the mindset that has led to continuous bloodshed in Kashmir Valley Yes, Akanksha.
No, it is very rightly pointed out by you that it is this very mindset that is leading to bloodshed in the valley. On that note, I'm also joined in by Mr. Sushil Pandit on the phone line. Mr. Pandit, what could be more brazen than this when you are referring to a terrorist as a 18 saal ka bachcha?
I am surprised that you are shocked. You're still shocked. This has been her track record. She went with 5 lakh rupee check as compensation to Muzaffar Hussain Wani, father of Burhan Wani, who was again a bachcha for her. All these are her bachchas. She is the mother terrorist in Kashmir. She works in the guise of a mainstream politician, and she uses democracy to further jihad. I have been screaming myself hoarse for decades now that the mainstream politics, doing us a favor by participating in the democratic process, is actually subverting the system from within. She hired 400 stone pelters to become relationship managers in J&K Bank. For them, these bachchas must have a career, a rewarding career for dismantling and destroying India. This has been her track record. So going by this track record, what she says and does should not surprise anybody. What surprises me is that Indian state, central government continues to indulge her, continues to invite her to Prime Minister's home and ask her for suggestions for restoring democratic processes in Kashmir and normalizing Kashmir. That should surprise you. What should surprise you is that she remained in Chief Minister's home 3 years after demitting office. That should surprise you, how she is indulged, how she is mollycoddled and humored by Delhi and successive governments in Delhi. This is not surprising at all. She is the one who allocated prime land to Ahle Hadith to run madrasas. She is the one who took cases away.
I'm also joined in by Javed Beg, who's a social